Hey guys, happy Pi Day, and the Ethereum Homestead release is launched! The world's about to be decentralized, power back to the people. Let's talk about Ethereum. So if you haven't heard about Ethereum, it's a blockchain-based platform for developers to build decentralized applications that run across a whole bunch of computers and can never be shut down. So you've probably heard of Bitcoin, the decentralized online currency that's worth a lot of money and went crazy. So blockchain is the ledger that and the technology that underpins all of that. So the blockchain tech that powers Bitcoin basically enables, using maths, it enables you to remove the middleman. So you can actually trust that when I transfer money to you, peer-to-peer, you know. And so Ethereum has taken that one step further and basically implanted a programming language directly into that blockchain technology, so anyone can build a decentralized application. If you're familiar with BitTorrent and torrents pirating stuff, it's a fairly simple analogy, so it's similar to that, where everyone's kind of running these applications, this code together. And so you can kind of think of the whole thing as like a single global computer, one database, one processor, one CPU, but across millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of computers. And so today's a big day because they released what they're calling the Homestead release, which is essentially their production-ready release. They've been working on this for many years. It started off with an $18 million crowdfunding campaign. And so the reason this will change the world is it actually enables the restructuring of society. For the first time in human history, we can write applications that don't need any central middle authority at all. So there are already groups like BitNation that are working on replacing governments with decentralized autonomous organizations, so that we're essentially dealing directly with each other but governing ourselves. Ethereum is also great for decentralized marketplaces. It's kind of ideal for that. So imagine an Uber, an Airbnb, an eBay, where there is no company in the middle. It's people directly transacting. Or one of the lowest hanging fruits, I think, is the escrow industry. I reckon you can actually replace the entire global billion-dollar escrow industry with a simple smart contract that has no employees, no company. And these decentralized applications, these dApps, can actually operate entirely outside the law because they can never be shut down. The only way to shut them down is to basically shut down the internet. That means we'll see marketplaces like the Silk Road that can literally never be shut down. Authorities won't even fight them. But it also means we can actually rewrite society, get rid of some of the bloat, the monopolies. You've also got companies like IBM and Microsoft and a lot of the big banks already using Ethereum for either back-end things, or an interesting one is the actually Internet of Things. And I think that's where it'll really take off. So there's expected to be about 1 trillion devices for the Internet of Things within about a decade. And so the only way that can work is if all of them are talking to each other, if all of them are on the same database. It would be a mess if you had 1 trillion devices all trying to use their own proprietary code base, their own proprietary systems that try to connect to each other through APIs to talk to each other. It just won't work. A public blockchain on Ethereum is probably the only way we'd allow all of those devices to talk to each other, because the Ethereum blockchain is open by default in a public blockchain and allows data transmission. And so with 1 trillion IoT devices coming online very soon, I kind of see that as like not just like an optional thing for Ethereum, but it's like a necessity. Blockchain tech is the only thing that can power that. And surely this is just the beginning. Ethereum is kind of like an open network, an open platform. Anyone can build anything they want on. It's kind of like a new layer of the internet, and it can never be shut down. It's amazing.